India rescues nearly 800 trapped on trains. U.S. warship burns off Japan. Israel mobilizes 60,000 troops for Gaza assault. Kim Jong-un praises soldiers in Russia. China showcases hundreds of weapons in parade.
On the night of August 19th, two monorail trains in Mumbai, India, carrying a total of 782 passengers, lost power and came to a halt during heavy rains, leaving hundreds stranded. The most serious incident involved a train with 582 passengers stuck between Mysore Colony and Bhakti Park, overloaded at 109 tons. Above its 104-ton design limit, the train lost contact with the power line and stopped. Passengers were trapped for more than 90 minutes in crowded cars without air conditioning, causing panic. Firefighters broke windows to evacuate people. 23 received medical aid on site and 2 were hospitalized. About an hour later, another train, carrying 200 passengers, also lost power and had to be towed back to Wadela station for evacuation. Officials said Mumbai's monorail has limited capacity and is not designed to handle sudden surges in ridership caused by disruptions on other lines. Mumbai remains the only Indian city operating a monorail system. This afternoon, a serious incident occurred off the coast of Okinawa, Japan. The USS New Orleans, an amphibious transport dock of the U.S. Navy, suddenly caught fire while anchored near White Beach Naval Facility in Yorima City. According to the Japan Coast Guard (JCG), the blaze broke out around 5 p.m., with thick smoke rising from the bow of the ship. Images broadcast by Japanese media showed support vessels continuously spraying water to contain the flames. So far, no casualties or evacuation requests have been reported, and the cause of the fire remains unclear. The crew of the USS New Orleans quickly carried out firefighting measures, with additional assistance from ships of the Japan Self-Defense Forces. A JCG patrol vessel was also dispatched to the scene to ensure safety. The USS New Orleans is a San Antonio-class amphibious transport dock, measuring over 208 meters in length, 32 meters in beam, and displacing more than 24,400 tons. The ship is capable of launching 2 MV-22 Osprey aircraft simultaneously and can transport up to 800 U.S. Marines along with their equipment. Deployed to the U.S. Naval Base in Sasebo 6 years ago, the USS New Orleans plays a key role in transporting American forces stationed in Okinawa. The fire incident has drawn attention, as the vessel is considered part of the U.S. military's strategic presence in the Asia-Pacific region. On August 20th, Israel announced the launch of the first stage of a military campaign to seize Gaza City, mobilizing 50,000 to 60,000 reservists under the operation, codenamed Gideon's Chariots 2. The Israel Defense Forces (IDF) said they now control the city's outskirts and claimed Hamas has suffered heavy losses. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu approved accelerating the operation after new clashes with Hamas, despite earlier plans to delay until September to allow mediators more time for ceasefire talks. Hamas accused Israel of deliberately sabotaging negotiations to continue a war against civilians. Israel already controls about 75% of the Gaza Strip. Western allies have urged restraint, warning of high civilian casualties, while members of Netanyahu's coalition demand continued fighting and reject any ceasefire. The war began in October 2023, when Hamas attacked southern Israel, killing 1,200 people and taking 251 hostages. Since then, over 62,000 Palestinians, mostly women and children, have been killed in Israeli air and ground operations, and famine has spread across Gaza. Hamas has accepted a six-day air-brokered ceasefire plan involving hostage and prisoner exchanges. Israel is reviewing the proposal but says civilians will be evacuated before any full-scale assault on Gaza City begins. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un praised his country's soldiers fighting alongside Russia, calling them heroes who helped liberate Russia's Kursk region from Ukrainian forces. He said their actions demonstrated the extraordinary strength and prestige of the North Korean military. Russia and North Korea have strengthened ties under the June 2024 Mutual Defense Pact. South Korea estimates Pyongyang sent about 10,000 troops to support Russia. Both President Vladimir Putin and Russian Chief of Staff Valery Gerasimov commended the professionalism, sacrifice, and bravery of the North Korean forces. China will hold a major military parade in Beijing on September 3 to mark the 80th anniversary of victory over Japan in World War II. Tens of thousands of troops, along with hundreds of aircraft and armored vehicles, including fighter jets, strategic bombers, new generation tanks, hypersonic weapons, and anti-drone systems will take part. The 70-minute event will feature 45 formations, overseen by President Xi Jinping and attended by foreign leaders, including Russian President Vladimir Putin. Security in central Beijing has been tightened ahead of the parade.